Hello, I'm Joel A. Erickson. This is Nate Atkins. We are Colts insiders for the Indy Star. We are back at Grand Park. Nate was in Baltimore, or I think Owings Mills, Maryland is where you were for their practice last week. They're back here. Anthony Richardson was able to practice a little bit inaccurate. Couldn't tell if the finger was bothering him or not, but a little bit inaccurate in the red zone today. Probably a good sign just that he's out here.
Yeah, he really didn't miss a beat. I was curious if they would limit him because they've said they'll do that at times with the shoulder if that scared them, but it didn't seem like he was limited at all. I did like that it seemed like there was zip on the ball. He was, you want to be more accurate, but when he missed, he was overthrowing guys. So physically it didn't seem off, but yeah, it did seem like there was something just adjusting to the finger. I noticed he was holding it a lot and fiddling with it, so it's probably just sore and a bit of an adjustment, but huge sigh of relief that he was out there.
As an aside, very confusing to me that your finger can point a different direction and you can be back out here throwing, but you can like jam it on a football or something and break it. And then you can't tell that anything's wrong with it until 2 days later. Then you're out for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
that's very confusing.
I had a finger point the wrong direction one time in football, and I missed 6 games. So
okay.
I did not bounce back as well as Anthony.
Well, play of the day for me, it was kind of a short session out here. They're getting back into it. Play of the day for me was Tyler Warren leveling Hunter Wohler on a block on an Anthony Richardson run near the goal line. That's something Warren's going to have to do. Warren's looked great in a lot of different ways. It was a chance to see him in space. That's kind of the Jack Doyle stuff that they were talking about, is him getting out and blocking guys in space. That's very difficult. He ran right over somebody who's had a very good camp.
Yeah, I'll just double down on Tyler Warren. He also had a leaping touchdown grab in 7-on-7, and usually 7-on-7, is built for the offense, but that kind of play is going to work anywhere. It's back of the end zone, adjusted to the ball, got his feet in, and that's what we've seen that's been very impressive so far, is that he's just adjusted to whoever's throwing the ball, wherever the ball's placed, and not everyone is right now. That's the challenge of a quarterback competition. He's looked the real deal since he got here. We got to see it, obviously, when the games happen, but it's super encouraging for a first-round rookie.
Practices will start to get a little bit longer here on Sunday and Mondays to get ready for the Packers coming in next week. One joint practice and preseason game is down. One is coming up. For the Indy Star, I'm Joel A. Erickson. This is Nate Atkins at Grand Park.
Out there for the preseason game, obviously, they have a lot of the veterans, but you guys got another one coming up this week. You're obviously a competitor, including the joint practice. How badly do you want to be out there and just kind of getting the wheels turning before the season actually starts?
Yeah, it's fun to get out there and compete in a real game. So definitely want to get out there as a competitor, like you said, and go against some other guys in front of some fans and feel the game environment.
Josh, what kind of a classroom teacher is Reggie? Hard?
No, Reggie's like a player's coach. He's helpful because he did play the game. And he helps you. He lifts you up if you make a few mistakes because he knows how it is as a receiver. But he is hard on us because he expects a lot. So.
They always say if a coach quits barking at you, he's tired, he's done with you. So he's barking at you for a reason, right?
Yeah. No, he definitely going to correct us when we need to be corrected, but he's going to give you the props when the props need to be there. I wouldn't say he's going to give up on anybody, though.
Josh, what have you seen from both Anthony and Daniel just throughout training camp? And then I know Anthony's time was limited on Thursday, but just what have you seen from both quarterbacks? Yeah, both quarterbacks playing at a high level. Two really good players. I'm excited to see whoever they choose back there. But I've seen growth from each. Daniel came here, he didn't know the offense, so he's learned it pretty well and he's learned it pretty fast. And then Anthony just came in with him, so I've seen as the years go by, he's grown a lot. What's Daniel's personality like?
His personality, he's cool, easygoing dude. I don't know how to describe him in one word. He's a dude that you definitely want to kick it with on a Saturday and just hang out with. So, yeah, cool dude.
He's kind of quiet by nature, I think, because that's what we see. But the quarterback's got to be demanding and got to be, set the standard on that. So how does he balance those two aspects?
Yeah, he definitely has both of those aspects. He has the leadership qualities as well. He has the ability to talk to anybody on the team. So I wouldn't say he's quiet, but he definitely doesn't just talk all the time, which is cool, but he definitely has the leadership qualities.
Josh, a chance for Anthony to prove his toughness coming back from his injury today.
Yeah.
I assume he's done that for you guys before, showed he's tough, but no doubts on the offense that number 5 is a tough dude.
Yeah, tough break for him on whenever that game was with the finger, but, he was out here today, so clearly he's all good, and he gonna be out here when he can.
What goes through an offensive player's head when you see your quarterback go down like that and have to come out?
Yeah, you get a little nervous because you're kind of just wondering Is it a shoulder? Is it his head? Or you don't know. But I mean, like not glad like some got hurt, but I mean a finger that everything was clean on is best case scenario. So.
You ever had a dislocated finger or anything pointing not the right way?
Nah, I'm trying to just keep it that way. Nah, I'm not trying to do that.
I apologize you've been asked this already, but what's it like being around A.D. Mitchell's energy every day? Because it seems like he brings it, and obviously when he makes a play, he lets other people hear about it.
Nah, AD's an excellent player. I think AD is phenomenal. He got all the traits and the tools to be one of the best in the league. But yeah, he goes out there, he plays with his heart on his sleeve. That's what I'll say. And he's genuinely himself through everything. So I mean, he's a great dude.
Second training camp for him. Just what do you think is important for going into the second year off a rookie year when you were in that spot a year ago at that position?
Nah, he's your second year is a huge jump, and I mean he's showing it right now. I tell people this all the time. He can't be guarded one-on-one. He's a guy you truly can line up on the edge and just go one-on-one and tell him get open. So, but he's an excellent player. I mean, I wouldn't need to really tell him anything right now, but just keep his head on straight. And when times get tough, because they will, just keep doing what you're doing.
Z got out there for 11-on-11 today for the first time. From your perspective, you're kind of playing inside there on the offense near him. What does that do for the defense? Do you notice any change out there today for them?
Yeah, I mean, well, Z's third or second day back competing with the offense. He brings a different level of energy. Z's out there talking. He's also a great player. So I mean, it's going to bring more energy to the defense. They're gonna have Z's out there chatting, so he's going to bring more energy there. And then obviously he was second team All-Pro last year, so he's an excellent player. And I mean, he's going to elevate him. So.
Has the game slowed down for you this summer? As opposed to these last couple of years, it looks like in the preseason games you're really comfortable.
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I think just getting those reps, the extra experience has really helped me kind of just hone in on what's important, and it's kind of overall slowed my game down. So it's been good for me.
This defensive line, I think, is a little bit more two-gap than the last one. Is that something you kind of have to learn to do a little more of? You've kind of always been a penetration guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think football's still football. With Lou, he is more hard on, staying in your gap. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's nothing I haven't done before. So, I think it's been good.
What has been your impression of Lou and just his coaching style, whether it's like in the classroom, but also his personality-wise?
Yeah, I think Lou's going to hold everyone accountable, which I love. Makes it he's going to make it very clear what your job is. So, there's no confusion, and that's what honestly, anyone could ask for that. So.
What do you think is the key for you going into your third year to get some more defensive time?
Yeah, I think just being more consistent, in the run game and pass game. So playing the run a lot better, and then rushing and getting production.
What have you had to learn about the run game just to get better at that part of the game?
Yeah, just different techniques. How I play double teams, how I play regular out blocks. Charlie's worked with me, helping me with that, and it's. Some of the new techniques I've tried have been good, so I'm gonna keep working at that. So Charlie's been really helpful for me.
What area do you feel like you've grown a lot even before this camp or coming into the camp?
Yeah, I would say my run game. I feel like I've been a lot more consistent in that, holding the point, and then pass rush, just continuing to just understand the art of pass rush, because there's a lot more details than just being fast and just being strong. So
you've had
for sure.
your entire career. How does Neville Gallimore, a newcomer, kind of hear it, but he's a veteran, kind of has that free tech background as well. How much has he been able to help you?
Oh, he's helped a lot. I think he came from a similar system as Lou, being able to play, gaps and things like that. So he's kind of helped me with different techniques to kind of help me be successful. So I've appreciated him.
Is it a little easier to maybe take stuff from him because Buck is super tall? He's got a different set of leverage issues.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's different. I learn from everybody. Everyone has a different approach. So having his perspective is different, and it's helpful.
You're on the other side of the ball, but what's it say about Anthony being back in practice today after the injury?
I'm excited. I know he had a little finger thing, but he's back and he's doing good. So, yes, sir.
Guys who play your position don't always get the amount of special teams work that you do. How have you embraced that? Because I don't know how much you did it at Northwestern, but it's kind of unique in the NFL. How much have you kind of leaned into that?
Well, I think I see it as the more you can do. I feel like I bring value playing defense and special teams, so I think it just overall helps the team.
Do you think they'll ever give you a gunner rep?
We'll see. I don't know. I got to talk to Mace about that one. We'll see.
I want to see it.
Hey, send the more you can do.
Right.
That would be more.
Right.
What'd you get out the other night in terms of like? I mean, it's not an ideal situation, not the group you usually play with, but I mean, what are the takeaways from that?
I think there's obviously always first game jitters, so getting that out of the way early was good to do. And it's just fun. I think always getting out there and being able to play is a blessing, and I really enjoy just kind of being able to step on the field. Obviously, there's a lot of things I think we need to clean up as a group. But going forward, I think it's just nice to know that you got that first one under your belt. There's a lot of takeaways, obviously, but we can just learn and grow from it.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most, just in the technique and handling this position or this camp compared to rookie year?
I think just continuing to better myself in pass pro. Especially the jump from college to the NFL. You face a lot better rushers at this level that really exploit any flaws in your technique. So just kind of refining that. Talk with Q, Danny almost on a daily basis about things that I can keep doing better, and they're both great mentors to me that really show me, here's what they do, here's what I can do to keep helping myself and keep improving.
We were talking to Coach Sperano, and he said that the thing that he sees with you is that from an operational and identification standpoint, it's you're way ahead of where you were last year. Is that just being in the NFL for a year?
No, definitely. I think he's a terrific coach on, scheme and what I need to be looking for at the line of scrimmage. And coming from college, it was an insane jump. I mean, he puts a lot on your plate as a center. And obviously having a guy like Ryan before me, he's a guy that could handle all that. So year one, it was a ton of learning. But this next time around, even in OTAs, it's like, wow, this isn't nearly as bad as it was the first time around, and I feel a lot more confident in what I'm doing up there.
What are you responsible for? What were you responsible for, like identification-wise in college and then in the NFL?
College was pretty much a base operation. On this play we're going right, on this one we're going left. Occasionally we're flipping something, but most of the time it's just based off what the scheme of things is. Where a lot of our stuff, you got to kind of find the problems and address them yourself. A lot of different IDs and different rules on a lot of different plays, which is really good. I feel like it allows us to be really playing fast out there. But it takes something to kind of time to learn all that.
Danny, you said last week that both the quarterbacks are using a similar cadence on purpose to help the offensive line. Who's adjusting more to who? Is it Daniel more to AR or the other way around? I
think Daniel's done a great job coming in because I think all of our quarterbacks before him even had the same cadence. So he comes in, Coach Steichen has a certain one that he likes doing. And he's done a great job picking that up, making sure they sound very similar, the timing is very similar. Because, again, that's a super important part of an offense, especially if you have multiple quarterbacks taking those one-spot reps.
You talked about the mental side of things a lot just now, but like the key, I would think in theory, you still think the game out, but not think as much. Like, do you feel like you're not thinking as much when you're out there?
Absolutely, and I think just being more confident and knowing what you have to do, it allows you to play faster. If you're not sitting up there, okay, I got to do this, I got to look for this. It just allows me, okay, boom, this is the guy, here's what we're doing. I know, okay, now I can focus on, what technique, what do I got to focus on in my technique on this certain play or this certain block that I need to find rather than think about, okay, what's my assignment? Who do I have to look for? What am I doing? It makes it a lot easier to play fast.
Tanor, what's kind of Daniel's presence in the huddle like? Because I don't think people on the outside know a lot about him. He's kind of quiet up here at the microphone. So, I don't know. What do you guys see when you're in the heat of battle?
For being a quiet guy, he takes command of the huddle, which is really important for a quarterback to do. He goes in there, really clear with the call, clear on what we're going on, clear on what he needs us to do. And it shows the leadership and confidence that you want to see from a quarterback.
Tanor, how thankful the whole offense to see Anthony back out here today?
Super. I mean, you never know. Again, you never want to see your quarterback get hit or go down. And so for him to not come back in the game made me real nervous. Obviously, as an offensive lineman, you take a lot of pride in protecting that guy. So for him to not be protected on that play, hurts us. But just happy that he's okay, happy that he made it out.
All right, thanks, Tanor. Your finger ever bent sideways?
Never. I mean, I've had a couple, but I don't have to throw the ball, which is, that's not nearly as important.